The love that you have for yourself has been seen by many multiple times, even if at that time you felt like you could have loved yourself a little more, or you just felt weak in that moment because it was a very challenging experience that you endured. Either way, you learned something very valuable that has stayed with you, and what you learned actually became stronger every time you went through a challenge. And this is the channeled message. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So what you learned, it really changed your life, and it changed how you perceive challenges in your life. You're beginning to recognize the power of a challenge and overcoming it. And initially it was difficult. You were most likely in that victim mentality, because that's usually where it starts, especially when you're younger. It's like, what was me? Why is it me? Why me? And then as you get older, you begin to recognize that the challenges actually turn into whatever you want them to. You start to realize that you have a choice as to how you are going to accept the challenge into your life and how you're going to face it. So each time you went through a challenge, you realized that yes, it was difficult, but when you came out on the other side and you healed from it, you realized how much better you felt at that time and how you felt a little stronger than before. Okay, challenges are a heart strengthener. Challenges strengthen your heart. I almost said strengthen wrong, so I had to stop for a second. Yes, but that's what I'm getting. And so after every heartbreak, every foul that was played on you, when you got through it and you got out on the other side of that tunnel, that emotional tunnel, you felt the strength within you. You felt yourself build up more than you were before. Every time it happens, you always feel stronger at the end. And this is like a superpower for you, because honestly, there's some people that don't get a chance to go through the tunnel completely and they don't get the chance to actually feel the strengthening of the heart at the end of the heartbreak, because they get stuck in the tunnel and they can't get out. You didn't allow yourself to get stuck in the tunnel. And do you know why? Do you recognize why? If you could say anything as to why you didn't get stuck in the tunnel, drop it down in the comments below. What was the reason you did not get stuck in that tunnel of emotions? Okay? So what I'm getting in this message is the reason why you didn't get stuck in that tunnel of emotions is because you're very passionate. Passion is powerful, and it changes things. It purifies you in various ways. So you have a love for passion. You have a love for your passion. And one thing that you recognize you're passionate about is you. That love that you have for you and for your future self is a big reason why you pushed yourself through that tunnel, no matter how difficult it was. And also, if you have like a child, usually when you have a child that pushes you like that as well, at least when you're a good parent, because you know that you are here for that child. You know that that's a big responsibility that you have. So you push yourself through circumstances that are challenging because you know that you have a responsibility. You brought that child into this world, so you're responsible for that child, right? Yes. So that's another reason. However, it still reverts back to love, though. You see, so love is very powerful because it has the ability to transform other aspects of your life that are challenging. And the passion of love, it elevates you beyond what you think you can handle. You know, it's making me think about that song, Push It to the Limit. But it's not even like the limit. You have gone beyond the limit. You push yourself beyond, and then you actually see what you're truly made of. And you've done this so many times, and every time you push it to the limit, and then you go a little farther, you see something so beautiful within yourself that you didn't see before. You know, you don't see, it reminds me of exercising, because you could say that you're going to do 25 squats all at once and you're going to do them nonstop. But if you go past that 25 and your legs start to shake, or past that, whatever you go past where you start to shake, you're going past what you thought was your limit. But you surprise yourself because you're like, oh, I did it. Because you didn't think that you thought you was going to have to stop. But you kept going. And this is exactly the energy that I'm picking up on in this message. You've done this over and over again. And that's what causes this, that's what creates the endurance. It exemplifies the endurance. Maybe that's a better way to say it. It's an example of enduring pain and reaping the reward from the results you receive. Okay, so congratulations to you for choosing love in your life, because just by that choice and being so passionate about what you love, who you love, loving yourself, and just choosing love, you have changed your life in so many ways. Because if you didn't choose love in those moments, you wouldn't be where you are today. Physically, mentally, you wouldn't be where you are today. So, yes, congratulations. If this message does resonate with you and you deem this energy as an aspect of your love, drop it down in the comments below. I declare this is an aspect of my love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel in my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book out the conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube for additional content. Thanks for listening. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.